Hey, John Kavakis here, and this is my take. And today I'm going to talk to you about Brooklyn's NB Center Collection 1932 Cadillac 355B, the Vatican car. Let's talk to you about Cadillac for just a second. By the 20s, Cadillac had established itself as a luxury nameplate, but they really weren't top marquee at the time. They were working on it, and they were getting there, but they weren't quite there yet. In 1931, they introduced the 355A, which was an evolution of the styling from 29 and 30. But in 1932, they introduced the 355B. Now, this car was longer, lower, and wider. It was elegant looking with that lower roof and that long hood sitting on in front of it. It was the most luxurious, plushest, most ostentatious Cadillac yet. It really put Cadillac on the road to be a world-leading marquee. The Depression was on at that point. Sales were not as good as they could be. The 355 stayed in the lineup for a while, and they did okay with it, but Cadillac survived the Depression. They made it through fairly well. Where we lost a lot of really leading marquees during the Depression, Cadillac made it through partly because of their association with General Motors, so on and so forth. Now, here's the thing. One of the versions of the 32 355B made it into the Vatican stable. Now, this is a V8 car, so it doesn't have the V12 or the V16, but in Rome you didn't need that back then. But it's a beautiful looking car in a very dark red with very dark blue fenders and running boards and an extremely plush interior. And of course, Brooklyn has made a 143rd model in white metal of that car, and it's part of the NB Center collection. And I'm excited to show it to you. I've already had a chance to look at it, but it's again, every time Brooklyn comes out with a new model, I just kind of drop my jaw and go, they are doing such fantastic work. And the same is true of this. So I'm going to show you how to unbox it. I got a short video that I made earlier that'll show you how to do it. And then we'll take a look at the car itself. Okay, so opening the box isn't quite as difficult as it might seem. The first thing you need to do is put it down on a flat surface, get all the pressure off of the sleeve. Then spin the box around and grab the sleeve by your fingernails and thumbs, and while pushing in with your thumbs to get the box started. Once you get started, it will slide out pretty easily, and it doesn't do any damage to the sleeve. I promise you, the second time you do this, it'll be a lot easier. But take your time with that first one, you'll be happy with it. Here's the car sitting on the turntable, and as I have come to expect, the finish is absolutely impeccable. You can see your face in it. You can see how the lights shine off of. Beautiful finish, but it's in the details where this one really comes alive. Just take a look at the front of the car. Look at that grille. It's got depth. It's got texture. Lensing is superb. The detail work is just really excellent. It's a true representation of the front end of the actual car. Take a look at some of the other details here. The wrinkle around the wrap on the spare tire is just beautiful. Look, the detail, the trim around the windows, in particular on the hood and in the hood hinge, that's not photo etch. That is all wire, expertly done. The back of the car is equally well cared for, from the V8 symbol in the middle of the rack to the lensing on the taillights and the delicate bumper, another beautiful part of the model. Fidelity on the car is excellent. It's a true 1/43rd scale. It's little details that just really grab you. Those wheels, there are multiple pieces. Darren Mold worked hard on those, and I'll tell you something, they are super realistic. They're just beautifully done wheels. The interior is another area. It's kind of hard to see, but I had Darren send me a picture of his work in the interior, and I just wanted you to see this. All of the little accoutrements and decorations that you see there are white metal. The kick bar, the rope pull, the little cup holders on either side of the rear seat. There's a lot of detail, a lot of jewelry in there. Just a beautiful part of the interior. You do get a chance to see it if you look closely through the windows. All in all, it's just a beautiful model. I'm impressed with the details. I did get a chance to speak to Darren Mold, who was responsible for most of the detail work that we see here. Like a true artist, he was not satisfied with it. All I can say is, Darren, you're swinging for the bleachers and you're hitting home runs. Keep at it, my friend. You're doing a great job. Okay, so that's the NB Center Collection 1932 Cadillac 355B Vatican car. You can get this at the Brooklin website, brooklynmodels.com. I'll put it up here on the screen so you can find it. It's 195 pounds, which at the point of recording this works out to about $265 plus shipping. The pre-orders on this car were pretty successful. So there's not a whole lot of them left. If you want one, and you haven't ordered one, I suggest you get online and get one quickly. They're going to sell out. I love the fact that Brooklyn seems to be improving on each model. The detail on this one is absolutely incredible, and particularly the chrome trim work, which we talked about a little bit earlier. Brooklyn's on a roll. I'm excited for them. I hope you're excited too. Hey, thanks for tuning in. Do me a favor. If you enjoyed the video, give me a like down there. Love to have you as a subscriber. I've got a series of videos that will be coming out over the next week or so. I look forward to spending some more time with you. Thank you.